tremendous jobs and work and things, businesses, just to be here. It is awesome. People came from Scotland, Wales, Birmingham, Leeds, just to grace this great occasion today. It is awesome. I am so pleased with the turnout of today, and everybody is on the same dress up. So thank you all for that occasion today.
To conclude this interview, I will ask you, what can you say, or what encouragement can you give to our brothers in Biafra land, and what kind of impression will you give to them in order for them to continue to follow up what we are doing today? Because this thing, we feel that is going to lead us to our getting our freedom and our restoration of Biafra. So what encouragement can you give to them?
Right. I am so happy that to say that I'm proud of all our brothers and sisters in Biafra land. They have made us proud. They are there, they represent us, they work for us, they die for us. These are the hardcore Biafrans. I am proud each day they come out and they are agitating and seeking for the right. So I am encouraging them to continue doing what they are doing, that we are solemnly behind them, that any support they need, they shall get it from us in diaspora. So I am so happy and pleased with them. But please, don't relent your effort. Don't relent your commitments. Continue doing what you've been told to do. As let us keep doing what we are doing. I hail you all in Biafra land, my dear brothers and sisters in Biafra land, our our parents. Keep doing what you are doing. You are blessed. We will remember all of you on the days that we will raise the Biafran flag, and everybody shall be happy. May God bless you all in Biafra land.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Clark.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for coming here to support us. Yeah?
Thank you very much.
I would like to know who you are before we go ahead. Just a little bit of introduction for us.
My name is Mercy Njoko. I came from Ikejuru in Imo State, and Imo State is Biafra land. I've lived here for a number of years, and I work in the civil service.
My sister, there is this occasion we are celebrating today, and we just want to have your get a view of what is going on today. How do you see the remembrance of our brothers and sisters and daughters who have lost their life during the Biafran War? What do you think? What do you say about it?
As for our brothers and sisters and our fathers and all the people that have been killed, I feel very sad about it. But one thing that is making my spirit lifting my spirit up is that we are here honoring them, not forgetting them, believing that they died for us to live, and because they died for us to live, we will continue with the fight until Biafra is freed. So today's event is a very remarkable event, very spectacular, in the sense that we have left nobody, we have not forgotten anybody. It's all inclusive, including those that died during the war, during the Nigerian war against Biafrans, those that died in genocide, those that were killed by hunger, those that were fallen heroes, all of them, we remember them. And I feel very, very delighted that we are celebrating and honoring them today. And I believe that their spirit has woken up to help us to do the fight, both spiritually and otherwise. And I'm very happy that not just in Britain, but all over the planet Earth, that we are remembering them. And we continue to remember them, not just today, but every day they are green in our memory, and we must continue to remember them, especially on a day like this. Even when Biafra comes, we will still remember them because they died for us to live.
Thank you very much for my sister. Just one more question, just before we conclude this interview. We that in diaspora, we gather together today to honor our brothers and sisters, like as we say. How do you see the turnout of today? Are you impressed for the way people come out and dance and stuff like that? Support what we are doing today to send a message to them in Biafra land and say, we are with them, we have not forget them. We appreciate the effort they make and the sacrifice they make to close their shop and close their businesses in order to honor our heroes that have already died and the heroes
I answered the first part of the question. Is the turnout for today? The turnout for today is spectacular, it's good, but we can do better. Next year, I'm believing that if we are still here and we have not gone back to Biafra, that we are going to have more people after today. Then the second part is for our brothers and sisters in Biafra, all their shops and businesses, to join us in honoring our heroes and heroines. So we will continue to be in solidarity with them, and we continue to remember them and support them as much as we can while the fight is on. You're welcome. Thank you. I remember all hail Biafra.
Can you just give us introduce your name, introduce yourself to us? Because
I remember my humble self, Mazi Paul Achala. I happen to be IPOB UK legal advisor. Today clearly is a day, 30th of May. It's a day that we remember our fallen heroes and heroines. It's a day we remember our people that died both known and unknown, that died in different corners of the war scenes across Nigeria and across the globe. Of course, we know the modern war is no longer a war that is limited to a particular territory. It is a war that is all over the place. You see our people trying to cross Mediterranean Sea by boat or by another. They are victims of war. They are victims of oppressive Nigerian regime. And if you look around, you realize that the large number of those youths, they are deprived youths. Some of them graduates, some of them undergraduates, some of them skilled, but due to lack of opportunity, they are ready to risk themselves to cross over to Europe, just to get job, not to get anything straight, not something that they're not qualified to get, but just to have opportunity, just to have that opportunity. As far as I'm concerned, I'm calling on the global community, the civilized world, it is a time to discuss the Nigerian question. This is the right time to discuss it.
Thank you very much, brother Barrister. We don't want to waste much of your time.
Yes.
The only thing we want to ask you now, just a couple of 30 minutes, 30 seconds.
Thank you.
What do you see the turnout for today's?
Very, very massive, very impressive. I'm so impressed. I must say, I must commend Dr. Kachi Lois and his team. All the coordinators, the London coordinator, Mazozoka, Kent coordinator, Eurochin, Chika Carlo, Solomon Ebu, and rest of them, all of them, they are fantastic, they are wonderful, they've done a very good job. For without them, we won't be here. And of course, Oye Kujo is here, the man behind the camera. It's all one of those people, including yourself. We're all making it happen. I believe, with this, if we sustain this struggle, which I pray we must sustain it, if we sustain this struggle, in no short order, Biafra will come. And I'm calling on our IPOB families, wherever they are, to be their brother's keeper, to make sure that we build a home away from home. And for that is the only way to sustain the struggle. We must find a way to build a home away from home. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your help. Without wasting much of your time, we just want to have 1 minute of your time to ask you regarding to the remembrance of our heroes, our brothers who have died during the Biafran wars. So we just want to have your own view. How do you see about it? Whether it's necessary or whether it's not necessary to celebrate them. We just want to know what you think and what you have in mind.
It is absolutely necessary. Every nation celebrate the loss of its citizens. In England, this happens at the cenotaph on the 11th hour of November of every year, and they commemorate of the people who died in the First and Second World War. In America, they do the same. Therefore, it's the right thing to do in Biafra. The Nigerian government has, over the years, tried to wish that away, and we must not allow that to happen. So it's a good thing, and we must carry it forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for encouraging our brothers, because all these things we are doing here is going to be, advertised or published in the YouTube or in the TVs or stuff like that, so people will see what your own contribution, how you feel. So we now know that it's necessary and it's encouraging for us to continue doing this. One more thing we want to find out from you is that based on the turn up today in London, how do you see about it? Is it encouraging? Is it are you happy being here as
the turn up today is magnificent. There's always good room for improvement, and we'll continue to improve on this. We had a fantastic weather, and we'll continue to make this better year after year. Even when Biafra comes, we will continue to remember our dead heroes and heroines. I was a child during the Civil War. Many people, the Biafrans, we saw hell. And 1970, when the war ended on the 14th of January, there were more killings, more kidnappings. It was not a good thing. It was like I saw dead bodies. So we must not forget them. We must not forget them. When Biafra comes, as I believe Biafra will achieve her sovereignty, we will make this a yearly occasion, and will be the cenotaph as our leader Nnamdi Kanu did do the cenotaph. So it was a good day, a good outturning, and I'm pleased that the way things turned out today.
Thank you very much. Well, just a second, a couple of 20 seconds. What can you say to our people in Biafra land? Those who lock up their shop and the stores, and follow us to remember our heroes. What can you say? What encouragement can you give to them so that they will continue to do and support what we are doing in order for us to actualize Biafra referendum?
My brothers, you did us proud. You did us proud. Money is not everything. Money is not everything. There's no point in you having your skyscrapers in Abuja and Lagos, wherever we are, and you don't have freedom. We are fighting for ourselves and our children and children's children. So kudos to you guys for actually taking time out, locking up your shops, making sure Biafra land was a lockdown today. We thank you for what you did for us. Nnamdi Kanu will be pleased, and the entire Biafra is pleased to know that what you did today did us proud. I thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your opinion. Thank you very much. And remain blessed, brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Deputy National Chairman, we know you who you are, and we would like to use this opportunity to ask you to introduce yourself for those people who are in Biafra land who may not know the importance role you are playing in diaspora, especially UK. So can you just introduce yourself to them, please?
Thank you very much. I am Deputy National Coordinator, not Chairman. We don't do chairmans here in the IPOB. My name is Valentine Chidebuzeme. I hail from Akokwa. Akokwa is in Idato. Idato is in Olu Province, Biafra land. Like I said earlier on, I serve Biafrans in UK here in the capacity of Deputy National Coordinator. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. One thing we want to just find out is that based on what we are celebrating today to remember our heroes and our brothers and sisters who died during the Biafran War, and what can you say, or what can you advice you can give to those our brothers in Biafra land who volunteer and have courage to lock up their businesses and the stores and start to join us to celebrate this commemoration? What can you say?
Well, first and foremost, I would thank Biafrans at home, Biafrans all over the world for their resoluteness. Biafra is almost here, if not here already. Today we are remembering over 8.2 million Biafrans, according to some Irish journalists. But Britain and they are downsizing the number to 3-point-something millions of Biafran died. So we are remembering them because without them, likely we are not going to be here. The Nigerian government brought war to our doorstep, and as we all know, self-defense is nature actually, and also enshrined in most of the constitutions around the world. So all we did was to defend ourselves. And if those people, our fallen heroes, didn't stood their ground, we might not be here today. So we are here to remember them and honor them. And we that are still alive today to pick the battle or mantle where they stopped and complete the task and the good job they started, which is to restore Biafra. You know, nothing will stop us from restoring Biafra.
Thank you very much, National Coordinator. Just in a few minutes, just summarize what we are trying to talk about. Coming to UK as a whole, what can you say regarding to the turnout of our IPOB members who come out today in mass to support what we are doing? What advice can you give to them and encouragement or commendation you can give to them? Because they will go home and see what's going on today, and they will like to know how. I know you are the backbone of everything that we organize.
No, all of us.
So what can you say for the people who come and leave their job and stuff like that? Because all of us, all these things, we are doing it for ourselves, but sometimes we have to encourage one another in order to motivate us to keep on coming out when something like this happens.
Thank you. I like the word motivation, and I want to correct impression, me being the backbone. No. In IPOB, we are one family. It's a teamwork. All of us put hands together and we achieve what we achieved and what we want to achieve. So people come from far and wide. There are some Biafrans living in Scotland. They are here. People in Liverpool, all the way from Liverpool, Manchester, Midlands, Wales. They are all here. They all came from these places today to commemorate or to celebrate or to remember these our fallen heroes we are doing today, we are remembering today. So all I say that Chibuike will be with them, will guide them as they embark towards their homes. They will arrive safely, and I will also encourage them to continue evangelizing, create more awareness, continue touching to the four corners of the world, however means they can, to highlight and inform people the importance and the need for us to be free. Freedom is our right, and we have right to be free like other nations are free today. We are not free at this point in time, but freedom is what we strive for. Freedom is what we're fighting for. Freedom is what we crave for, and the freedom we must get. Thank you very much. So I thank all the whole Biafrans for their efforts, and like our deputy leader, always say that we just started. Yeah, we are moving forward. We are not stagnant. That's at least positive message there. But we still have work to do. Until we achieve Biafra, we will not relent. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
God bless you. You too, God bless. Thanks.
Carol, it's a pleasure having you in our midst today, and we just want to use this little opportunity to get your own view regarding to the celebration of Biafrans who died during the Biafran War. And you see that everybody, both in Biafra land and in diaspora, people are bringing out today as 30th May as a day of remembering our brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers who have died during our Biafran War. So, how do you see it? Is it encouraging? Is it organized? Is it something that you can say we support us to do?
Of course, yes, I totally support what you're doing. Every country in the world has the right to remember their dead. If somebody dies in your family, you're allowed to mourn. Biafrans in Biafra land have been refused the right to mourn their dead, and it's causing a loss inside of them, a pain inside of them. Every country mourns their dead. Last weekend it was the American Memorial Weekend. All the Americans came out, wives that lost their husbands in the war in the Middle East, etc. Recent events, and they're able to mourn their dead. And this is all that Biafrans want to do. Unfortunately for Biafrans in Biafra land, they're not able to go out onto the street to meet their family, to get together and to reminisce and have a good time and think about all of their family, their uncles, their grandparents, those that were with them that are lost now. They need to be able to feel that, to have family around them. Unfortunately, as I was saying, they can't. They have to sit at home because of the fear of being out on the streets. Abia, I know, gave a kill order today, and last year a young boy was pulled out of his house, off his balcony, and was shot down in the street. This is the reality of for Biafrans. All they're asking for is the right to live. And we're seeing here in the UK, and the UK are at the moment still battling Brexit. The UK citizens were allowed the choice whether or not they wanted to stay within the European community, and everybody voted and they had the right to vote. All that Biafrans is asking is for that same right. Just ask us, do they want to stay in Nigeria or do they want to leave Nigeria? Unfortunately, as we have experienced with the Biafran War that everybody's was here today memorizing, the millions that were massacred and killed in the Biafra War, and Britain was obviously responsible for a lot of the killings. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought there.
Okay. Yeah, we are happy for the little explanation you have given to us for our people in the Biafra land to know the importance of our celebration and the remembrance of our heroes, our dead ones.
It's very, very important.
Yeah, very, very important. Like as you said, coming to UK here, how do you see, or what can you say regarding to IPOB families, the way they turn up today? Is it something encourageable, or how do you see the performance today?
I've been worked with IPOB for a number of years. I was one of the founding members of IPOB, in fact. And over the years, I've seen, the 30th of May develop. But today was one of the busiest days that I've ever seen in London. And it's not just the men that have come, in England. It's the women and the children. The whole families are coming out now. Where before it was only the men that were coming, to remember, to meet up on the 30th of May. But now the whole family's here, and it's been a family day, really, for everybody to reminisce, to talk about their compounds, their villages, the foods that they eat, their families that they remember, their uncles that they lost. I was speaking to a woman today that's just come back from our hometown in Asaba, and of course we remember the Asaba killings in 1966, where the whole of Asaba was wiped out. And now she's back here today in London, celebrating her family that she's lost. And it's very, very important. It's very important for anybody to mourn the loss of a loved one. And this is what we forget.
Thank you very much, Kara. And as we know that you are part and parcel of us in terms of organizing the media and, helping us to enlighten people, making the whole world to know about the Biafrans and the IPOB. We appreciate the effort and we thank you so much. We can't thank you enough, and we say that God should continue to bless you and guide you towards this journey, and we pray one day you will stand in the public in the Biafra land, and we will honor you for all your effort you are making for us. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, thanks. Celebrating our loved ones and those who died in the Biafra war. And you know, so many people doesn't know the reason why we are doing this, and some people doesn't see it as an important thing in our life to celebrate our loved ones. What do you have to say to them in order to, bring them to the?
Well, yes, thank you for the opportunity to talk to you about this. When someone dies, you don't really celebrate. You're very sad and moody, and of course you're mourning their loss, aren't you? But there's a need to at least try to have good memories of those your loved ones when they depart. That's under normal circumstance. But we're talking about those who are murdered. Some people who had their grave yet nobody inside it. I don't know if you've heard that concept. Your relatives have been killed, say in northern Nigeria, you're never going to see them again. So you dig a grave and bury empty coffin, just as a reminder. And some of them who came home, who were multiple wounds, so that they actually died as they're being carried into their family home. Our tradition dictates that because they were in so many parts, some were beheaded and put in a train, some had limbs missing. These are abominations in our land. You're not allowed to even bring them into their own compound. So the trauma was too much. There's certain type of trauma you get, you can't talk about it. So our people not only were killed before the war, the killing carried on during the war and after the war, and even up to today they're being sought down and killed. So today is an opportunity to bring to remembrance all the suffering they've gone through. The lives have been snuffed out before their time prematurely. But what's annoying is that those who are actually doing the killing are not remorseful. They don't show any regret. They think they're doing the world a favor. They don't create us, and they have no right then to kill us. So today is an opportunity for us to remind ourselves of those who have departed, and for them to have a peaceful rest wherever they may be. But more importantly, to highlight our plight, that we are constantly being killed, and we are got to the point where we don't want this to continue. Not only for our own sake, but for the sake of the future generation. Because if we don't tell this story, if we don't do anything, it keeps on recurring. Because history teaches anything is that history repeats itself, particularly if we haven't learned from the previous history. So today is very, very important, and throughout the world where Biafrans gather, you'll find they will commemorate this, and those where they're not allowed to gather, because if they gathered in Nigeria and Biafra land, they'll be shot at. So they stay indoors to quietly reflect what has happened to us as a people. So that's the importance of today. Thank you.
Thank you very much for paying this view in the air. One more thing we want to ask is that regarding to coming to UK and you see the way IPOB members have turned up. What do you have to tell them, those who come from far away, Manchester, Glasgow, what part of UK that come to join us to mourn our dead ones? So what do you have to tell them, because this is a kind of a perseverance turn up today, like more than what we used to have previous years. So what encouragement are you going to give to them?
Well, I'm really grateful for those who have made the journey. I heard that some of our colleagues from Aberdeen, I don't think you can go further than Aberdeen, They joined us today. They arrived in London around 7:30 in the morning. While the Londoners are still sleeping. Okay? So it showed commitment and enthusiasm, and they appreciate the importance of it. So indeed we are growing. There are people from far afield, from so many places. And I just think this is just the beginning. It's just a drop in the ocean compared to the number of Biafrans in the UK. Yeah? Even during the war, we had more people who came out to march than we did. And I know we are during the war situation, but we could try harder. And I'm looking forward to next year, if Biafra hasn't already come, for us to make sure that there are more and more of us coming out instead of sitting on the fence, and making sure that indeed our struggle is propelled throughout the whole world, and by God's grace we'll have our freedom one day. I will look back to all these days where we sat in front of Trafalgar Square statue and discussing Biafra. We will look forward to it one day. So thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate your effort. Thank you very much. Hello, brother. Without wasting much of your time, we just want to have 1 minute of your time to get your own view on what concerns our commemoration and the remembrance of our loved ones. What can you say today? What today is signified in your own way of explanation?
Well, first of all, my name is Mazi Nologa. I'm the National Property Officer in United Kingdom. What we did here today was a commemoration of our brave heroes and heroines, those that fought the war in 1997, of which we lost over 6 million people. And today, what we have just did here today replicates all around the world that Biafrans are now, they woke up to remember those that fought for them. We must bear in mind that in the previous years, after the war in 1967, our people were not able to remember those that fought war for them, and until Nnamdi Kanu came, he was the person who started this about 6 years ago. So we begin to remember those that fought war for us, which is very, very important, because every country across the world do the same thing. Basically, United Kingdom here in November, they will put on poppy. That's their own commemoration, and it is our duty and our responsibility to keep doing this, and we will keep doing it every year. As you can see, in Biafra land is being total lockdown, and we appreciate them.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your view. One more thing, regarding to our brothers in the Biafra land,
yes,
who have locked up their shop and businesses, and showing concern and regarding to this commemoration, what do you have to say to them in order for them to continue to know that they are not left behind? That we that in diaspora, we still put them in mind, and we are with them. We support them in whatever they are doing. So what encouragement can you give to them?
Those in Biafra doing this commemoration, these are the people I call the future generation heroes. Because in Biafra land, as it stands now, it is a very difficult place for our people to live. If you look at what Nigeria is doing to our people, and for them to lock up all their shops and observe today as a commemoration, I give my thanks to them, and I believe what they have just done today will not end today. We will keep doing it every year, and I thank all of them for total compliance. I heard about people in Bayelsa, even in Iguacha, that they were total lockdown in Iguacha, and this shows you that Biafra is not Igbo cause anymore. Okay, all the regions across Biafra are behind what we are doing, and we are proud of them, what they did today across the globe, and Biafra as well.
I want to bring your mind in this point that so many people say that I know we don't supposed to use this today to discuss this issue, but just let me point on that. Many people say that Igbos are not united, and many people have thought that we don't have a king. But coming to this May 30th. What can you tell the people to see that Igbos are united? As far as Igbos or Biafra land is concerned, we are united with under one umbrella to commemorate our brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers who are died in the Biafran war. What can you tell people who are arguing or maybe the dead that we don't have, we are not united at this moment?
Well, I think people have been misled to believe this Igbo people not united or not. This is fallacy. It doesn't exist. Okay, our people, we fought a very brutal war and a defensive war in the 1970s, and unfortunately we lost the war. We didn't lose the war to Nigerian government. We lost the war to the combined Western forces and the Arabian forces. So we lost the war. And after the war, and the way the enemy to come into a family to steal what belongs to them is to create a division among them. So, and with their media preponderance, they were able to deceive our people that Igbo people are not united. This is nonsense. Okay, what we have did today demonstrate to the whole world that we are more than united. Okay, whoever that telling that Igbo people are not united, the person is talking nonsense. It's a fallacy.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can we just okay? All right. Thank you very much, brother. We appreciate your effort. We appreciate your concern. Thank you very much. Ebu Shaleni, I just want to get your view regarding to what we are commemorizing today, regarding to our brothers and sisters who lost their life during the Biafra war. And what can you say about that? Is it important in our life as Biafrans to remember their loved ones, or it's not worth it because so many people are saying that the dead ones have been dead, so let's forget about it, for that today is not relevant in the life of Biafrans. So what can you say about it?
Yeah, actually, anyway, my name is Chioma Tokereke. I'm a Biafran, a member of IPOB, Croydon family, United Kingdom. Regarding to the question you asked me right now, it is very important to remember our fallen heroes, because if you don't know where you started, you wouldn't know where you are going to. They did a great deal for us. They sacrificed their life. I could remember the children that suffered malnutrition. They all paid that ultimate price. Without them standing still for us, we wouldn't have been alive today. The armies, they fought gallantly with nothing for 3 years. When I watched it, sometimes I do shed tears because they showed that ultimate love for our country and for our life. And it is very important, we that is living today, to stand still, to fight, to make everything humanly possible, to make sure that we got our country because of our children, because of our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. Because if we don't know our history, we are lost generation. I have kids. They are here in United Kingdom. They are scared to go back to my country. We've lost our identity. If we don't get our country, Biafra, we are forgotten people. This is the reason why we should always remember the fallen heroes, because they are the taproot of our existence today.
Thank you very much. Viewers have seen what he said, and you see that it's very, very important for us to, commemorate our heroes, our brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers who laid their life for us in order for us to live. One thing we want to ask you now is that what will you tell the people in Biafra land, those who are alive today, but then bring out their time and they close up their shop and businesses, stays at home, because they know if they come out to celebrate in the street, they will be the country called Nigeria, which is a zoo, their military will start to massacre them or kill them. So what encouragement will you give today, so in order for them to know that they are not left behind, that we in diaspora will still have them in mind? So what advice and encouragement will you give to them?
Actually, whenever I see my brothers and sisters back home in Biafra land, standing gallantly, protesting, laying down their lives for the freedom of, for what they believed in, which is the Biafran freedom, I always smile. Some
of commemoration of our late heroes, our brothers and sisters who laid their life for us to live today. So we'll come back to discuss about what importance, what advice can you give to our brothers and sisters who are alive in Biafra land, who have sacrificed their businesses and closed their shops and they stays at home in order for them to show solidarity for remembering of our lost brothers and sisters. So what advice and encouragement can you give to them?
I stand to encourage them, to advise them to keep on doing what they are doing. They should keep on keeping on, protesting, because without them being on the streets, without them standing faithfully for this freedom we are fighting for, we will not get it. And because they are back home, they are the taproot of this freedom we are looking for. And I support them 2,000,000% to continue what they are doing. And we are praying for them here. Because in Igbo adage they say, whenever they are in pain, we are in pain. And when they are smiling, we are smiling. They should keep on fighting because we know that one day Biafra must come. I encourage them because it is not easy for one to lock up their livelihood today to respect the heroes, the fallen heroes. It's not easy. It shows love, it shows resilience, it shows that they have this freedom and at heart to get it. And I support them and I encourage them because today we've cancelled everything we are doing here in diaspora to be in this Trafalgar Square to respect the fallen heroes. We are with them. We are in this together. They shouldn't give up because no retreat, no surrender. They shouldn't retreat, neither should they surrender because Biafra, we are here to get and Biafra we must get.
Thank you very much, my sister. Another thing we want to talk about is regarding to, sometimes so many of our people who are not acknowledge the importance of being members of IPOB, or maybe some of Biafrans who have not, who still have doubt in their mind that Igbos are not united. Based on what we have done today, in terms of every Biafrans, IPOB and Biafrans as a whole, unite together to remember, to keep this today as a special day in the life of Biafran people to remember our dead ones. What can you tell those who are not, who still in doubt in that Igbos does not unite together in order to pursue one goal? So what can you say to them?
My advice to them is that those that are feeling reluctant to join IPOB, they should remember that they are Biafrans and there is no place like home. No matter wherever we are, no matter the color of passport we have, we are strangers in that land. And we must remember where we're coming from. Because Biafra is our home, Biafra is our land. And if you decide not to join Biafra, you are losing a lot because it is a spirit. And when you do Biafra with your whole heart, there's a blessing that goes with it. I'm a living testimony of the blessing of being a Biafran or being a partaker in IPOB. Sometimes I was struggling, but when I gave Biafra my whole heart and everything, Chuko Gabiama opened the way for me and things become smooth to me. So I'm encouraging them wherever they are. Igbos are united. We are one. Let them not allow people to deceive them. Because if you kill an Igbo man here in UK now, you will see every other Igbo coming together to fight. So we are in unity, we are united. Let that brotherly love continue. And let those that are sitting in their comfort, in the comfort of their homes, come out and let's get our country so that we might have our peace.
regarding to the turn up today in UK in Trafalgar Square, what encouragement will you give to our brothers and sisters who travel from far and wide to come down to support what we are doing today? Because so many people come from Manchester, Glasgow, Aberdeen, and so.
One day let Biafra be free. Why? We want freedom and we want it now. We are educating the Caribbean. We are educating the Middle East. We are educating the four corners of this world. Because we cannot take on us how we do people lying down, standing up, sitting down. We will not do it. You understand? We want freedom. We want freedom. We know who we are. We know where we came from. We know what we can offer. Is it so bad? You want freedom? So why are you giving to us? We will take it. We will take it out of the hands of women right now. And we will take it to our brothers and sisters all over the globe so they can be educated about Biafra. Because I am from the Caribbean, a Trinidadian. If I don't come to London, England, UK, how will I know about the war in Biafra? How will I know what my brothers and sisters have gone through? How will I know about the war? How will I know about the separation? How will I know? And there's so many millions of people all over the world. And they're living all over the world. And they don't know. How can you know the ammunition you have? How can you know? If someone will tell you, you cannot educate you with it. We need to take this worldwide so that people can see. Look at this. This is beyond words. This is something that is blatantly in the air. You can see this happening.
I love you.